Boo. Well met, lords and ladies, Jacob Butter speaking, and welcome back to another episode of... Okay, so I've run into a bit of an issue. That's why I've been here for like 11 minutes. If you see here, these are new headphones because the old ones actually broke. If you notice, they're actually kind of like flopping in the previous stream, which means that I actually swapped to a pair that I was given as a gift a while ago, and I've been trying to set them up for the first time, and it seems to be going back and forth between a bunch of things. Pretty sure the microphone still works, but as far as the audio for the episode goes, I'm not entirely sure if it's going to work just yet. So I'm going to continue to play around with that because I completely forgot about the broken headphones until setting up a stream, and I was like, oh, wait a second. There we go. I'm glad they look nice, so I, I suppose, much like the Honmoon, I've had a golden upgrade. Yeah. So, I think I was just wanted to establish something at the beginning because I was going through the comments because everyone was commenting a lot of stuff. Oh, yeah. So, I guess to briefly explain what we're doing here again. Well, you've all read the description. Basically, I'm glad that the live chat, of course, I've caught it up for the VOD watchers. Apparently, 2 years ago, or nearly 3 years ago at this point, on January 23rd, 2023, was the last Jax Penwell review that I did. I'm actually surprised it was that recent. But anyway, for a number of reasons, I stopped reviewing Jax's content because of several things that had happened. He has come back having reflected upon the previous events, basically. And now my battery's running low. I've been focusing so much on one thing that I forgot to attend to the other. Okay. So yeah, the biggest issue that I had with the way that things went down with Jax was that whenever he showed up in as a guest, he wouldn't actually contribute anything to the actual review, even though he specifically requested that he would be there, and that's even when his microphone was working. There is a difference. And the only times he would actually ever talk, even if we asked him a direct question, were to promote more videos of his. And this is after he'd already, he'd approached me. He'd asked, like some people have done and continue to do. He asked if I would check out his content, and I graciously said yes. And then that kept on happening over and over and over again with no other interactions. So it was definitely a case of just, take and take and take rather than, give, even when he specifically came in under the understanding that he would give because he was a guest on the reviews. and essentially would and essentially would get annoyed if I ended up passing up his videos or ignoring his messages. A lot of stuff was going on. And that was a significant time ago. So he came back, and I'm just putting all this into context because as I expected, within the span of only a few sentences, he pointed out that he was returning to YouTube and asked once again to review his content. So we're using this as a bit of a test today. He wanted to come on and apologize, but he's not here, even though I told him I was going to review stuff today, and he actually replied to me. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what goes on. I know he's in the live chat right now, so we'll see what's actually going on. No, he apologized to me in private, but he wants to apologize directly, like on camera as well. I mean, yeah, potentially. I'm not sure what happened. So with that in mind, and with the sound issues, let's see how this will actually turn out. He's also prefaced to me that it's a short video after sending it to me, so, you know, and after I said I was going to review it already. There we go. How to get into the stream again. I have to send you a link. All right, here we go. Let's see. There we go. That probably would have actually helped. So yeah, check Discord, click the link, set up the accounts, do as you need. So yeah. Oh, you did ask to join. Sorry, there was like 46 messages. I completely missed that. Yeah, absolutely. Come on in as well. There we are. And he's typing something to me in Discord, so I don't know what that's about. Is the link not working? I don't know. I'll change the screens. I'll let William in, and I guess
hello.
Seconds. Hello. Oh, good. I can hear you, so hopefully the video.
Okay. Hopefully it works.
Fine.
Yeah, I just want to make sure to check the stream so they can hear me as well.
Yeah, I think what's happening right now is that beforehand I had like a picture-in-picture thing that I had while I was setting up, and it was going back and forth between the audio of that, so maybe it can only take one tab at a time. I'm not sure. Yeah, I had 46 messages. I've read them all now. All right, here we go. The creator himself is here. Jax Penwell.
Hello there.
Wait, am I in?
Yes, you are.
Okay. Hello. I'm back.
Hello.
After nearly 3 years. And yes, I am sorry. I do apologize for all the stuff I did back in the past. Hopefully, we can try and forget about what happened recently. Yes, I've learned from my mistakes.
All right, fantastic. That is what we like to hear. Obviously, I've already accepted because you said privately. All right, in that case, with that successfully behind us, let's go ahead and check out this new video of my giant guardian. Some things, of course, don't change, including your enthusiasm with giants. So I guess we'll see from here.
Well, this is like the first time I connected Gacha Live, so I had to go back where I can start on.
Has rang. You may be dismissed. Hey, loser! Why do you wear the same trash every day? Who is he talking to currently? The one who's checking the locker, or the one who's like right next to him?
The one who's checking the locker.
Okay.
If you said something, I didn't. I saw your thing.
It was the one person who was checking the locker. Apparently.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you can hear him, but I can't. Okay.
That's weird. Okay. Your headphones are being weird.
Yeah.
Why does it bother to you?
It'll stop after I do this.
Well, really?
Wait, what will stop? The
Okay.
bothering, the wearing of the trash? It doesn't really change what happened to him, does it? It just means that you just kicked his face. Is that implying you better change your clothes because otherwise I'll kick you in the face again? What is that? What I'm supposed to take from that?
I don't get it.
I guess.
After that, of the student, they just has blatantly like basically no reaction to that situation at all.
Other than moving away from the line of fire, I guess, but still continuing to observe with complete nonchalance, yeah.
Yep.
Exists fully, and I took that personally.
The blue hair kid in the background is like feeling bad.
Not bad enough to do anything about it, but sure.
It's fun, I'm used to it.
Oh wow, he really just pulled a Jesus and turned the other cheek. Okay then.
Also, that was quick.
I'm assuming that was the last class of the day.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Or not.
Maybe it's just the background. I don't know. Okay, what's the background?
Maybe. I guess there technically is no rule that background has to be part of the school. We just all kind of universally agreed that in the community. So yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Then. This actually does remind me of a bit of Kidnapped by Giants, because I'm pretty sure the main character in that also ran into the woods, and I'm guessing that's where he's going to find the giants. But also, yeah, there's a reason the term bystander exists, and the term bystander effect also exists. Yeah.
I low-key forgot about Kidnapped by Giants. To be honest, what's the point? I have no family and I'm homeless. I don't know if I can take this any longer.
Natural exposition at its finest, everyone.
Yes.
The backstory will be later in the series if I plan on making a part 2.
Did you get that, audience? I have no family and I'm homeless. I feel like if this is the case, like if a student was homeless, wouldn't like social services get involved to some capacity?
Probably, yeah. That's Even if he had like no previous family to like go to, I think they'd still at least like try and get him a foster home or something. I don't know.
Exactly. That's what I would have imagined. It's basically the same question I have with all those different anime where the main character and or love interest lives completely alone whilst also being a minor.
Like, how do they afford that and why?
How is he in school? I can probably answer that one actually, because I just imagine that this is a case where you can oh, I see. I was going to say where you could be enrolled in a school, but I guess normally with enrollments you have to have a home address of some kind, and also have a parent or guardian sign for you. I think is the process. So that you know what? No, I've taught myself out of it. I can't explain it anymore.
Well, he does have a foster family, but the foster family mistreats him, so he just pretends he doesn't have a family, really.
And he also pretends that he's homeless because he doesn't like the foster family that I presume he shares a home with.
At that point, with him saying that, I'm guessing he just pretends like he's homeless and pretends to. I don't know.
I guess this does explain why it's called My Giant Guardian. It's guardian in the sense of legal guardian, I suppose. Speaking of, one thing I remember from Kidnapped by Giants was that as soon as the giants actually appeared on screen, the characters shrunk down, but the background remained completely the same. The same thing happened here. If you decide ever to play around with camera angles, that would actually be a really good way to have the smaller character in close up and then zoom out or like show the full shot of the entire forest with the giant included. Or alternatively,
extending the background would be a nightmare.
Yes, I was going to say, alternatively, if you don't have an editing software that will let you do camera angles, then you can also resize the background, because otherwise you just have the main character shrinking down the second before the giants arrive to keep the proportions accurate.
Yeah, because like I said, I forgot what I did, so I kind of just like thought of an idea and then I would just put it in.
Just had to relearn as it go, basically.
Because like the last Gacha video I made was like 2 years ago, probably.
Yeah, from that extent, I kind of get it. But yeah, this is what I say about this is what I say to Johnny as well. For example, where it comes to people are very compelled to tell a particular story, but not necessarily working out the details of how to get there. It's that kind of delayed gratification that you get from you get from like like building up to the moment for yourself while you're producing something. But that makes it more satisfying once you've actually put it together, and it's the best version that it can be.
Technically.
Also, I imagine this probably had no script for the same reason, because that would be an extra step on top of it. Anyways, hello.
I can't read that small. Hold on.
So I didn't hear you again. So. Oh, that's actually also something that happens where like something is like super big and it shakes the earth, or at least you hear the steps.
I think like some form of government would have heard that by now.
Yeah. Yeah, because I can't hear the sound of this video, if there is any sound.
Well, it's just music.
I don't know if there were... it's just music. Okay, well, that's one thing that you could probably include in these things, Jax. Sound effects, particularly the booming footsteps that would accompany it.
Also, I swear I'm losing my mind, or it just decided to not show up earlier. I don't know why the Kind Master logo just disappeared and then reappeared, if I'm not going crazy.
Huh.
I mean, I've used sound effects in like the past videos before. I just don't really use them a lot because I low-key forgot.
So some of this was recorded with one program and some of it with the other. Okay.
But I do remember adding the background
Technically,
music.
these are new headphones. I think I haven't calibrated them correctly. I'm going to give these ones a chance first before I toss them aside, you know? They are made of plastic. Anyway. No, please don't scream. I'm not dangerous.
Also, the government's going to come after me if they find I exist.
I did hear what you just said, even though you didn't hear me. So I'm not letting this happen to you. You're coming with me, rather you like it or not. I think I'm going to say whether you like it or not.
Do we have the red flags on hand?
We do.
Okay.
Wow, the situation is dire. All I was, and that's all I heard from.
Oh God, I heard the full things. I have mine already set up properly.
Yeah, no, my understanding is that everything is working correctly for everyone aside from me, which, to be honest, is the ideal scenario. As long as everyone else is fine with it, the video is safe. It just means that I can't comment on the music if it's fitting or not, because, well, but I've got guests for that, so yeah. Okay, we're doing a grammar count. All right then. I'm guessing that this is once again taking inspiration from the BFG with
I was about to say
having extremely accurate hearing, and also the perception that they're extremely dangerous. If like the one giant that happens to be the deuteragonist of the piece, and the character that matches the title of the title of the piece of media, in this case the video. But yeah, I'm not going to hurt you, but come with me right now or else. This giant does look like Astrid from How to Train Your Dragon. I mean, it would make sense with Jax's new username being Astrid. Maybe there are a few other influences that you could actually to take from. Which now that I say that, actually, a gacha series called How to Train Your Giant would be a fantastic combination of these two ideas. Actually, you might want to workshop that one, Jax. That seems like,
I just got like some weird ideas I could do in like Blender to make that work.
Yeah, thanks for the idea. I can try.
All right,
I'll probably change the name or make a whole new series, but I'm not 100% sure yet.
I mean, well, I mean, it would. I was gonna say it would have to. I would think it should be a whole new series because the setting doesn't quite match. I'm guessing it would probably still take place, with like Vikings and the equivalent of the island of Berk in some way. Like that's what I was picturing. Maybe not.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm taking you with me, and there isn't a point of running. I'll catch you.
Totally not creepy.
Yeah, for once we're on the same page, Blue Thunder. Absolutely.
Okay, the fight or flight finally kicked in.
Yeah, make a series called Kidnapped by Giants without calling it Kidnapped by Giants.
Maybe it was like Run, Fight, and Freeze, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, no, this like if I rebooted the Mutant Girl as Go with a Tail.
No!
Also, the thunder rap. I'm sorry, is the storm laying down a fat beat right now and I just can't hear it?
No, it's not.
If so, I'm really gonna have to jam to this video afterwards.
There's no sound effect.
Thankfully, to my knowledge, it's not copyrighted music, so we're fine.
There's something you should know, so I'm gonna tell you so. Don't sweat it. Forget it. Enjoy the show.
Okay, I don't even know why I even added that ball. I should have just added like a rock or something.
Yeah, potentially, because also I'm guessing I'm wondering why the ball didn't roll away, and also why it's that big.
Probably the smallest like a coffee make, if I can remember.
Because I was gonna say it seemed like it's too big for the humans and too small for the giants. Maybe not. Maybe the giant could play like tennis with it or something. Honestly, if his face weren't bleeding already, the fact that he like landed on that impact, yeah. Oh, by the way, yeah, the depending on how big that wound is, that might just get infected from the dirt on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, or golf. Yeah, you're right. It's actually tennis or golf. That's true. One of Green Hills, so probably golf. You're right. Vampires play baseball, giants play golf. Just how it goes.
Okay. I actually have something to say here.
Okay.
For once, this giant bed makes a lot of sense because it's giant. So, to me at least, it makes way more sense to use this background in this context, to be honest.
I said it before, but I think Jax and the Gacha shipper are the only two Gacha tubers that I have seen use this bed properly because, yeah, a bed fit for a giant makes perfect sense. That's probably about the only time we complimented the Gacha shipper.
Yeah. R.I.P. Gacha shipper, though.
Hello there, little one. It's like the meme of Obi-Wan Kenobi, but just like he's just gigantic. Well, hello there.
Hello there. He's gonna fall off the bed. I'm guaranteeing it. He's gonna fall off.
Yeah, he teleported right to the very edge of the bed. Yeah. There's this tiny dude on the floor. Just snatch him and take him to my house. To be fair, I'm sure there's at least somebody watching this video right now that collected ants or butterflies or some form of insect, arachnid maybe in the past.
Probably.
Outside. Yeah,
in like preschool or something. When we weren't told that might have been like animal cruelty to some extent. Especially the butterflies.
As long as you poke holes in the jar, it's fine. I know you were scared, but you were all alone, and I can't have any witnesses. Okay, this is another BFG thing that appears a lot of the time in Jax's giant videos, because the giants in the BFG are completely secret. So So the reason that the BFG kidnaps Sophie, the main character, is because she saw him in the first place, and she couldn't, and he couldn't have witnesses. She happened to be the only person awake at the time,
Yeah.
as he was, moving around doing his business.
Even though, in my opinion, I don't think anyone would believe Sophie for that.
You know what I
Like, if Sophie didn't get kidnapped, I don't know if anyone would believe her for like seeing giants. I don't think anyone in the right mind would believe her.
That's probably true, but I imagine the BFG didn't know enough about human society to understand how the concept of not believing children would work.
I mean, his English, from what I remember, was not that great.
No,
So-
that's also true. Yeah. That's the one thing I don't actually see is like the giants having like any different any different grammar or vocabulary compared to the humans, rather except for the rather you like it or not. That's the but I'm pretty sure that was a typing error.
The rest of this plot
But
was
yeah.
going to be different. But then I found this app called Talk Your Some, so I started using that. And then basically I just started using some of the story elements from it, and then I just put it into the episode. So originally it could have not been a witness. It was originally going to be like, I just felt bad and I didn't want to let you kill yourself.
Oh yeah, because he just verbally said out loud what his intentions were in the middle of the forest, expecting no one to hear, as most suicidal people are known to do. The one thing actually that happened in like the old Kidnapped by Giants that kind of destroyed the concept of there being no witnesses is that the giants themselves lived in the middle of the same city, I think it was actually. And also, we found out in an origin story that they weren't originally born giants and they were made into giants. So there was no reason for them to keep themselves a secret because there's no societal reason for that to happen. So Kidnapped by Giants destroyed that concept a bit, but here it still works for the time being. We'll see what happens later.
Up in the air.
Don't worry, I take good care of you. I is the giant guardian. I'm Astrid.
And there you go. And there you go. That's what I was waiting on.
Astrid. Okay.
So yeah, there you go. To that one person in the comment.
That was Bon. That was Bon with Oracle powers again. Okay. I mean, I like How to Train Your Dragon as well. Don't get me wrong, but all right.
Yes, this was based off of her, by the way.
I imagine that was a reply to me. I've got to play this back because I can't hear half of the things that you're saying, but I'll rewatch the video later. Oh, okay. Teleporting giants. I'll be right back. I'm back. Oh, Poina. Where did he go? I expected my kidnapping victim to stay completely still while I left, and not hide like the small creature that he is and could therefore easily do. Man, what possibly went wrong in here in this situation? That's I know it's not the real Astrid. The real Astrid would never do that. Oh, okay. I guess she also has
The Force.
I guess she also has like vacuum suction powers in her hands.
You know, it's just the Force, I guess. I don't know.
Now let me
Just
just
the Force.
let me just replay that. Hold on a second. All right, here we go. Also, good point. Also, he's being squished. Yep, you're right.
Mostly, they would just be picked up by like their hoods,
Little one,
not
don't
being
you
like fired right by
ever
their
do this
chest.
again. You scared me to death. Come on now, come on. We have to go store. Oh, good grievous. We're It's like the London dialect of instead of saying go to the gym, you say go gym, etc. Which then became banging gym for some reason. But that was the evolution on top of the evolution. And yes, his ribs are dust. They're going to buy bandages at the store. That's what's happening. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Also, yeah, this is, and I think it's pretty clear that the same formula for these videos has remained from Kidnapped by Giants, and obviously inspired by the BFG. So yeah.
Because what I remember I used to do was basically I would just wait until they get trusted and not when they escape.
Ah, yes, wait for Stockholm syndrome to sick in. That's that is weirdly enough usually what I see in kidnapped gacha videos. I've seen the cartoon Jebel being squeezed hard, it flies pop out of his head gag. Yes, exactly. Say, oi, I'm going shops. You want to come? Don't go in the comments asking for part 2 because it might not happen because I've been enjoying life. Oh, what? Okay. I mean, you seem to be fairly confident here that part 2 may indeed happen. Well, or is like 50% chance of happening, it seemed from what you said. But okay. Final grammar count of 6. Fair enough. Not bad for 3 minutes of video.
Well.
So yeah, this is I imagine this was like to test the waters. Why you came back? Is that right, Jax? That you're testing the waters of what it felt like to be back?
Yeah. I decided to come back after like 2 years just to see how it was going. I decided to come back to you, see what was going on.
I mean, I guess so. I guess so.
I don't know if I'll actually make more videos though.
We'll see if part 2 happens, but as of part 1, which has the question marks in the title anyway, yeah, it definitely reminds me of the older videos. I think maybe because this is the first video back, so maybe that's why. But yeah, you're very comfortable with this particular formula that you've got going on, to the point where it feels like the exact same story being told again, but with one fewer giant than one less giant than we had before. So
my main thing I'd say is personally, I think the actual storytelling going on here, I personally think it just needs a lot of work personally, because one thing I'd say, the one little thing that the main character got kidnapped by the giant said earlier, I feel like that could have been maybe it could have been shown instead of just told out to us. I think if anything, we should have seen him walking past his foster parents' house and him looking towards the house and kind of just something to show he doesn't want to go there, he doesn't want to be there.
True. If we didn't have you here explaining the whole foster parent angle, then we
would have had no idea
about their existence at all. So that should be something that's conveyed in the story in some way.
Yeah, I tried to be more of productive, trying to think of ideas now.
Oh, so it was a response come up with the fly. We've also had that happen on Gacha Review to varying degrees of success.
I think I will never forget there's something I'll never forget. But there's one comment that will haunt me in Gacha Review to the day I die. Green Apple Mutants.
Oh, okay.
That will haunt me until the day I am dead for what I've caused.
Mm-hmm. We still have to do something with that concept, aside from obviously, in your reality.
Which I don't know. I'm thinking about making a third one of that, but I'm not sure. Because on one hand, I've gotten a completely better way to do Gacha Life 2 stuff finally. So it'll be much easier.
Yeah,
to make
you did say that you
presets.
you show me your new and improved new and improved Blender mechanics.
Yeah, which is just a rig, because someone made a rig for Blender that like easily ports every single object from that software into Blender somehow.
Yeah,
And
but even from somebody who's never used Blender in their life, like that sounds amazing.
Yeah, and I plan to actually
Like I
like
said, I
use
might
it more.
consider giving it a try at some point, but
Yeah.
but yeah,
Trust me though,
yeah,
it is very complicated to figure out Blender. So
yeah, like obviously go through the basics first. I'm not saying like immediately jump off the deep end because
that's a bad idea.
I'm not crazy. I'll ask people for the tutorial that she found. Maybe again,
Oh, the
if I
donut
end up
tutorial.
going down that route.
I know exactly what tutorial BB used.
I mean, it worked. So
Mhm.
all right.
There
Well,
were
again,
a few improvements
if I decide
on
to
my
take that up
past
for
videos.
whatever reason, then I'll let you know.
All right.
But yeah, as for this video, it's difficult to say because that's because a lot of the review points are either the same ones that I've made before, because we're going back to how it felt before, and you're recapturing nearly everything with a little bit of an extra How to Train Your Dragon flavor, which might have been the result of the live action movie coming out, possibly just a theory of mine. The one where Hiccup was played by Wilbur Soot. I'm kidding.
Oh God, no! No!
I made that joke before. The actor looks a bit like Wilbur Soot. It's not actually him.
If that happened, though, I would have done things I shouldn't say on stream.
Good grief. Yeah, no, he'll bring a good bite to the performance, wouldn't he? Okay. So yeah, I don't know if there's much else, Reeve, to say other than if you do decide to come back, it's a good chance now to try, new things that you might not have done before, like new ideas for stories, not just the How to Train Your Dragon one that we gave, but other ones that you might have had back in the day. Maybe try a couple of new editing techniques, because the giant perspective to the humans you've got down, but you can take that idea further if you decide to play around with at least zoom ins. That's probably as far as I can go from here.
I did have a few improvements on my past video. So like this is the only video I don't have improvements on. But in the past, like back in 2 years ago when I was making episode 5 of KBG, I did figure out how to use like a moving animation. So I used that and I put in the video. And then I used some like door opening thing I could use. So I used that in my video. And yeah, like more improvements were in my past videos. This video was just like made 2 years after it, so I just forgot everything that I did back then.
I see. So yeah, there's not. So I guess there's not too much else to add. Also, because like you said to me in DMs, it's a short video. It's 3 minutes, and we've already kind of seen. So yeah, I suppose. That's probably it for right now. I'd say welcome back to YouTube, but I'll say welcome back to YouTube if it lasts. And clearly people are at least somewhat, a few people are invested in part 2 happening. So, obviously link in the description to the original video and the channel, so you can figure that out. And yeah, I guess I'll head off for now.
Yep.
I've been told there's a pizza around. So yeah, please leave a like or dislike, because your opinion matters. And subscribe if you've done this already. And on that note, until next time, farewell. Also, sure, if I remember to do that, we can do that.